So in this case, it's not from obeying the parents to divorce the girl. And also when it comes to the actual marrying the person, they say to you, hey, marry this girl. You say, no, I don't want to marry her. I don't know anything about her. I don't know about her character or anything. So why should I marry her? Whereas there's this other lady over here, I heard that she was a person calling to Allah. And she benefits the da'wah. And the way she thinks is similar to the way I think. And her minhaj is my minhaj. I want to marry that lady over there. So the Sheikh said, it is not considered to be disobedience to your parents to obey them when they tell you to marry someone in like this question came. You don't know who they are. So if the person refused to marry this individual that they don't know about, they refuse what their parents said, this is not considered to be disrespectful towards the parents. But the person should try his best to have a good relationship with his parents and to use a particular, the best way to convince his parents why he wants to marry someone else.
The next question, what is your advice to a man who is married, who often goes out with friends late, sometimes 1 a.m., 3 a.m., but is married?
ما نصيحتك للرجل الذي هو متزوج ويقضي أوقات طويلة جدا خارج البيت متأخر في الليل مع أصحابه؟ The Sheikh said that's not a good thing. Because Allah, in the religion, your nafs, your person, your being, it has rights over you. The Prophet, he said, your body has rights over you. Your wife has rights over you. And those who visit you have a right over you. And your eyes have rights over you. So give everyone who has a right over you, give them their rights. And for this reason Allah said, and live and be with these women in a good way. When you stay outside all that time with your friends late, is that a nice way of being with them? Would you accept that the majority of the time that your wife spends outside of the house is more than what she spends inside? Would you accept that? The Nabi became very upset and angry one day against Abdullah ibn Amr ibn al-As. This man, Abdullah ibn Amr ibn al-As, he used to fast a lot, he used to pray a lot. And he married a lady from the noble, best of the Arabs. So his father, the companion's father, Amr ibn al-As, came to the boy. He went to his daughter-in-law, to the lady, the wife. He said to his daughter-in-law, how's your husband Abdullah, my son? She said he's from the best men. He prays in the nighttime and he fasts during the daytime. Meaning he doesn't have any relationships with her. And he doesn't give her heart when it comes to the way that they're living. But he used to take care of her with the money. So the father left angry and he went to the Nabi and told him about the issue. The Prophet said to the boy Abdullah bin Amr al-As, I've been told that you pray at night and you fast during the day. He said, yeah, that's true. He said, don't do that. He said, fast 3 days in every month. If you do that, you'll fast like the whole lifetime. He said, I can do more than that, Rasulullah. And the Prophet continued to go with him in this speech until finally he said, I can do more than 3 days. And then the Prophet kept talking, we'll do this, until finally he said, fast one day and don't fast the next day. Fast every other day. And this is the fast of the Prophet Dawood. He said, Rasulullah, I can fast even more than that. He said, no, don't do nothing better than that fast. And also from the angle of praying the salat of nighttime. This is, we're talking about fasting and praying at night here. The Prophet prohibited him from doing this. So, what do you think is the case if the Prophet prevented him from fasting and praying? What do you think will be the case with him hanging out with his friends out in the street? And he leaves his family. So it is wajib upon him to live with them in a good way, with ma'ruf. And the one who did this, out with his friends like that, he didn't give his wife the haqq.
Okay, the next question. How long do you need to be separate before divorce happens automatically?
يسأل هذا الإنسان عن الإيلة. يعني أنا؟ لا الإيلاء.
ما هو الإيلاء؟
السؤال يعني كم مدة، أيوة، كم المدة التي يعني ينحصل الطلاق إذا قعد الرجل، إذا كان بينهما لن يكون معه.
الإيلاء هو أن يحلف الرجل على امرأته.
ما سأل هكذا عن الإيلاء شيء. السؤال هو how long do you need to be separated إذا حصل الافتراق بين الزوج والزوجة وهو لم يلفظ بالطلاق ولكن بينهما افتراق. كم المدة حتى يعتبر هذا النكاح يعني فاسد مثلا أو نقض النكاح؟
نعم. الإيلاء في الشرع.
So there's this word إخواني called الإيلاء. In the religion it is
أن يحلف الرجل أن يهجر زوجته زيادة عن 4 أشهر.
It's when the husband he avoids his wife for more than 4 months.
فإذا حلف عليه الإيلاء الحلف، إذا حلف عليه أقل من 4 أشهر هذا جائز.
If he swears, I'm going to stay away from you for less than 4 months. I'm going to stay away. I'm not going to go by you for a month, less than 4 months, and this is permissible for him to do. But there has to be reasons, there are conditions, there are rules and regulations concerning. It just can't be like that. If they have problems with one another. So it is permissible for him to stay away from her for up to 4 months. It's permissible for him to avoid her for less than 4 months. That is permissible if the man swore to avoid his wife for less than 4 months, but he can't go beyond 4 months. If he avoided her for more than 4 months, now the Islamic judge, he enters into the equation. If he stayed away from her for 4 months, she doesn't become divorced automatically. But the affair, her situation is taken to the judge. The judge, he says, you either go back to this lady, you guys resume your relationship, or I'm going to divorce you. Or the judge himself, if he doesn't want to go back to her, the judge will take it and he'll break the marriage contract. But it doesn't happen. If it goes beyond 4 months, it doesn't happen automatically where they just get divorced. Just because they reached up to 4 months. It goes to the judge.
Okay, the next question. The ayah of the Quran, or when the Quran is recited, listen to it attentively. How can we do that with our children? Talk when the Quran is playing on the iPhone, when children are walking around, etc.
And تاخد أثناء الدرس يعني نسمع أولاد القرآن هم لابسين آخر الآية وإذا قرئ القرآن فانصتوا له فاستمعوا له واسمعوا. كيف يجمع بين هذا وذاك؟
فلا بد أن نعرف ما المقصود بهذه الآية.
The Sheikh said first we have to understand what is the meaning of the ayah.
العلماء متفقون أن هذه الآية في الصلاة.
The ulama of Islam, they say the meaning of this ittifaq is agreement. If the Quran